Yeah, but they've also done something revolutionary that we'd never thought to do.
What's that?
They spice the batter.
Yeah, there's actual flavour in the batter.
Hi guys, and welcome to another video.
Hello.
So in this video we're going to be looking at Louisiana soul food. The video is by Jolly, and we've had a few requests to look at Jolly now, so it's going to be interesting. I'm not quite sure how Brits reacting to Brits eating American food is going to go. It sounds like a bit of a weird one, but we're down, we're with it.
Yeah. And I know of the Jolly channel. I've been watching some of the videos, but definitely not the one that we're looking at today. But I think you haven't seen any of their videos.
I've never seen a Jolly video. Until someone mentioned it in a comment and I had a brief look, I had no idea what Jolly was. So it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Soul food, I mean, you know, hopefully it's not the typical Southern barbecue. I expect there to be some in there because obviously, you know, it's part and parcel of the cuisine. But I hope maybe soul food's a bit more comfort food.
Yeah, I think that's
like
what...
something along those lines.
That's how we see comfort / soul, southern soul food in America. So let us know if we're wrong. I guess we're going to find out a bit more about it in this video.
Yeah, so let's delve right in and see what we're looking at.
Hi, I'm Josh.
I'm Ollie.
And today we've come all the way to New Orleans to try some authentic Louisiana comfort food. Apparently here they have the Queen of Gumbo.
Her Majesty.
Welcome to Dizzy's.
Hello.
How you doing today?
Thank you so much. Very well.
He just said you're the Queen of Louisiana comfort food. Is that right?
This is
Are
what
we
we
in the
heard.
presence of royalty?
Pretty much.
We love royalty in
Pretty
England.
much. This is a fourth generation Creole family. So we got a lot of good food here that you can try out today.
This is an official plaque that
It
says
is.
Culinary Queen of New Orleans.
You guys are in for a treat. We actually have a...
So it looks like if we go to Louisiana, we have to go to this place.
Well,
It
yeah.
seems, as per the plaque, it seems like we have to go there.
It's best place. That's where the Queen lives.
Exactly.
item today that's not normally on the menu. It's called the 7-wart pork chop. It is a grill.
The 7
Seven. I didn't hear the...
Should I don't know if I can. 7W pork chop, something like that.
Grilled pork chop with oyster dressing on top. So we got a lot of stuff.
Oh, we got a lot of food.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
We
Your
would love
Majesty.
to. This is what they're most famous for, right? The gumbo. Can I just ask really quickly?
So it looks like a
Looks like a
sort of a seafoody, stewy. I don't think it's a soup as such. I think it's more like a stew, but
it's
runny
a very,
stew.
like a more runny sort of stew.
It looked like there was seafood in there.
And
but
sausage.
I thought I saw a bit of chorizo in there.
Yes.
That's kind of what it looked like to me. Obviously, it could be any sausage.
That,
but,
yeah.
But
Interesting. I bet it's full of flavour.
I would love something like that.
Yeah.
Honestly, 'cause that really appeals. That sort of blend of flavours really appeals to me. But yeah. It's kind
Gumbo.
What is gumbo?
Gumbo is like a soup. There's different versions of it, but we do a filet gumbo. And it has meat in it, pork, sausage, ham, but it also has seafood in it.
Oh,
Shrimp
wow.
and crab. The gumbo has been around.
So I guess
it's just got everything in it.
yeah. And we were kind of
that
right.
particular one has everything in it.
Yeah.
So it is. I guess you were right. So it is a soup rather than a stew.
Yeah.
Because it's obviously very runny and the consistency is juicy. But it has a
Everything
concoction
in it,
of
yeah.
everything.
That sounds delicious. I would love that.
Yeah, same. That sounds awesome.
It's like smoked.
About 75 years.
Oh my gosh.
There's so much. I guess you want to try and get a bunch of different
I know.
stuff. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, that is good.
I think one thing I know about Josh and Ollie is that you can see it on their faces exactly if they like it, what they don't like.
Okay,
how
so they're
good
very
it is.
real. Sort of.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. So gumbo, it's a winner by the looks of it.
Okay.
Meaty, but also you can taste the seafood in there.
That's heavily spiced, so it's got this strong punchy flavour, but because it's a soup, it's not overwhelming. Literally, you can tell they've been making this for flipping 4 generations. And that has taken
100%.
decades to perfect that recipe.
You know what I always think when we have...
I have heard, obviously, a lot about. I've heard the name gumbo thrown around a lot in America, so I'd never really known exactly what it was. But it looks really nice. I wonder if you could sort of let it cool down a little bit and almost just drink it in that particular container. Obviously, maybe in different containers.
What, sip it? Like,
Yeah, almost have it like a Like,
what you do with all the meat and?
Have you never had a pot noodle and then you've just let it cool down and just?
With the noodles still in it?
Yeah, everything.
No.
Oh, you got to try that. It's nice.
There's quite some big chunks in there. I don't know.
Maybe not then. Maybe.
I mean, you obviously can. You can do
if
whatever
you're
you
cautious.
want.
Choking on a prawn or something.
Something like this, which is so full of flavour, so different from what we have in England.
Oh, we have
is
nothing like that.
Every year there must be a certain number of people from New Orleans who come to England and they try Greg's.
Just gave you a
Can
look.
you imagine the disappointment?
Luke loves a Greg.
For a long time, I thought soul food was just food that made use of the Dover sole.
Like a fish.
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
I did.
Just
I
because
did.
we didn't have that concept.
No.
Dumbest thing.
It just means comfort food, I guess, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's food for the soul.
Exactly that.
Yeah.
That's exactly
I
what it
guess.
It says all you need to know about English cuisine.
The main event. This is their Wednesday special. The jambalaya.
Looks like paella.
It does a little bit.
Jamba freaking liar.
It's got veg in there, there's sausage in there. What is going on there?
Wow.
It's heavily spiced. I thought that was just going to taste tomatoey. You know, you get like the tomato rice at Chipotle? I'm just saying, it kind of looks like that with some sausage and veg thrown.
We don't know the tomato rice at Chipotle.
It does look like paella, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
To me, it looks very much like paella.
But doesn't taste like one,
Apparently
The flavour keeps going. Right?
I've never tried jambalaya before. I'd never even heard of it, to be entirely honest. Luke, you said you made jambalaya before. I want to see how this compares to your homemade jambalaya in England.
I don't think I'd have a job though.
Yeah, this might put you out of business.
And it's like the perfect level of spice as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not too spicy that you feel like your face is going to drop.
No, it's got a real tingle. I've heard, apparently, this is good with hot sauce.
Oh yeah?
Louisiana hot sauce. I think I heard her say that locals love this so much that sometimes they just drink it.
Wow.
It seems like in the South they do like their spice though.
Yes.
Like, for me, well, I suppose when I think of hot sauce, I think of like Tabasco and stuff, and that's my reference, but I don't know, like,
I guess
I
it's
can't really deal with hot sauce.
the same
Just,
principle.
like, it's too hot for me. I'm quite a mild person with food, I don't really venture too far away from mildness, I guess. Like, or have a little bit of spice with maybe like some Chinese, but even then, Chinese spicy food doesn't seem to, well, I haven't gone to the extremes, in fairness, but
Yeah.
it doesn't seem to compare to just straight hot sauce or even like an Indian heavily spiced curry. Like, for me, they're two different spices. It affects me completely differently. Like, I'd be sweating. I'd be like literally dying for eating that little bit they put on there. I think.
Yeah, I like a little bit of a kick, but yeah, I can't do very spicy. But I
Yeah.
think that I'll be
It
quite
probably
nice.
complements it a bit though,
Yeah.
because I would imagine the rice would then absorb it and it sort of adds to it. But
Yeah,
it's getting that nice level of spice where you still enjoy the flavour, but don't
yeah.
just literally die of a fiery death.
Just takes practice. You just have to.
I
do
guess,
more of
maybe
it.
it's just getting your palate equipped
Yeah.
for such a trauma.
That's a lot.
I haven't tried it, but I saw someone else doing that, putting that much on. It's an extremely strong smell.
Oh wow, it's vinegary.
That'll be you.
That is me right there. That is, I'd be dying.
To be fair, that's probably going to be me as well if I go straight into it like that.
That's funny, actually.
Completely ruins it.
Not ruined. It's a very overpowering
Very,
flavour.
very overpowering. It tastes quite a lot like fish and chips now.
No, shut up. What, just was the vinegar? You're an idiot. This is what? Like the third, fourth state we've eaten our way around now. First meal already. Like, it just feels like every state we go to, like there's just more and more flavour.
Well, it's so different. We don't have this diversity of cuisine in the UK.
And there's definitely like similarities. Like this fried chicken, for instance, looks quite similar to some of the stuff we had in Savannah, Georgia. But you get the impression, oh wow, I've
Let's
done.
give it a go.
That's it.
Go on.
Looks like they've been everywhere. I might try
It does look
have
like
a look at more of their videos.
Well, they seem to be very well made as well.
Yes.
It's very well made. I like that they also have that interaction with the camera guy as well. So
Yeah.
even the camera guy gets involved. That's quite nice.
Yeah, that happens quite often. Actually.
And as we see, it is a very real reaction because you know they was loving it. You can see it on their face. It was like wow, and then suddenly the hot sauce goes on, and they're just like, you know, it's good. It's good. I like it.
One bit. Look at that.
Oh wow, nice. I love fried chicken.
That would be me as well. Like
I love fried
Ollie's
chicken.
me. We love fried chicken.
We do.
And
I think it's one
everyone
of.
does.
And well, yeah, I guess it's not one of our. Is it one of our? Okay, so fried chicken. When Alice was pregnant, that was her pregnancy food. So we just had fried chicken all the time. She was like, "What do you want? Can we have fried chicken again?"
And it was
right.
specifically a burger as well. It was a
Yeah,
fried chicken
you
burger.
loved the fillet burger, didn't you?
Yeah.
And I don't think I ever went off of it because fried chicken is just amazing, right? But it was kind of like, we just had it. Like we had it yesterday. We had it the day before. Like, can we have something else? But yeah, I do love a bit of fried chicken. It's good. It is good. I love it.
Yeah, that's freaking incredible.
Fighting for the space bar.
I reckon I could get shark going. It's like a conga at a wedding.
Whoa, what? Didn't get a word of that.
What, Ollie? Say again. Oh, that was funny.
This.
No, it's not.
Honestly, I start conga
Dying.
every
I
wedding.
know you do. I've been with you to about 5 different ones. I've just realised that's chicken breast. Yeah. It's so juicy. Now, I thought it was thigh. I haven't had fried chicken like this since the last time we were in the South.
So there's presidents up on the wall. There's invitations to the inaugurations of President Obama and Joe Biden. There's a couple of letters from George W. Bush.
This place
That's
is a
cool.
proper institution.
I mean, she's the Queen, man.
Wow.
And the president comes to visit the Queen. You know,
Oh my gosh, it's so good.
this is unbelievable.
That jambalaya and I keep going back for more
Well, the
gumbo.
gumbo is definitely gonna be the gumbo is definitely gonna be
And
one.
the fried chicken as well.
Well, we know about gumbo and fried chicken.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'd want to come here every day if I lived here nearby.
know.
Yeah.
Have you thought about franchising in the UK?
No.
I think there's a prime and ready
Please
market.
come.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely.
100%.
I can't even remember what she called this, but she said this is a special that's not even on the menu.
This is pork chop, isn't it?
Interesting visual.
Visual.
Yeah, with the oyster sauce on top. I
Yeah,
think.
it's the fried pork chop. The oyster chop. The fried pork chop with.
The
She said
oyster-
something.
creamy
Though. She
oyster
did say
sauce.
7 times something. I can't remember what she
Yeah.
said, but it was like in an oyster sauce. Yeah.
Is
You know what? It looks like stuffing.
A
If you
little
look
bit
at it
on
there, it
top,
just looks
yeah.
like stuffing, doesn't it?
A little bit.
Interesting.
out there.
Yeah, I mean, you know it's special because it comes in a special conservatory. But
This is a pork chop covered with something. This is almost like some kind of sausage puree. That's what it looks like.
ooh, there's sausage in there.
Sausagey.
There's greens.
There's a lot of greens. You can taste the veg, the herbs. I wasn't sure at first, but it's actually really good. Wait, I think we need to try it with the pork chop.
Okay.
Surely that's how you're supposed
Can
to
you
eat it.
chop me some?
Oh, this is the oyster dressing. That's why it was seafoody. Oh, wow. The combination. I really like that. I don't really have a reference point for that.
It's really
It
strange.
doesn't taste like anything I've ever had. Oh, you're washing it down with.
Look, it's just
He's doing
guzzling
it.
it. I told you that was going to be a thing. That was going to be a thing.
He's like he listened. He heard you.
It looks good though, like
Yeah.
the pork chop. I mean, I guess it's like
I
a
bet
sausage, meat, veg kind of bit of everything on there.
And it feels, by the way it looks, like it's quite tender and very flavoured.
It's kind of
not
like a
just
complete meal in a way, isn't it? You know, like if you have like a bit of greens, a bit of this, and you sort of
Yeah.
mix it all together and have that mouthful. It's kind of like that, I guess.
Gumbo. Like it's a flipping cup of
It's,
tea.
it's unbelievable. It's
I've had that.
unbelievable.
Yeah, that
They
is
could-
the best.
They could serve this in pubs.
Yeah, oh,
in a pint
genuinely.
glass.
Yeah, in a pint of gumbo.
I'm down for
Wow.
that.
Full of pint of gumbo.
Yeah. Yeah. Candied yams. I don't know if we've ever had these.
Are they?
Candied jams.
Very sweet.
Wow, very sweet.
I wasn't expecting it to be sweet.
It's called
That
candy.
sweet. Oh,
Candy just tastes like candy.
it's like a dessert. I'm finding that hard to slot into a category, Josh. I haven't got space in my filing cabinet for that one.
Okay. Wow, next to that, really like straight, because that is quite fishy and sweet, but very salty at the same time.
Look at Ollie, he's still trying to figure out where does this go. Oh, dear. That was
It's just eyes
an
like,
unfortunate pause. But he was trying in his head, like, oh, where do I put this? How do I feel about this?
Anyways, that's just pure sweet.
It really tastes like a dessert. What's next, Josh?
Oh, baby, this is.
Chicken nuggets.
Are those shrimp?
Those are deep fried shrimp. This is it's like Luke's favourite thing. Deep fried shrimp. That literally just looks like fish and chips. Kind of more professionally done version of what you find at fish and chips. Less greasy. Oh my gosh, the texture. Oh my gosh.
I would love that. I would absolutely love that. Like anywhere we go, I always get like battered seafood starter dinner. Normally I get calamari because we don't really have. Well, we do have shrimp or prawns as an option, but it's rare, isn't it? And they're rarely battered as a starter.
Depends, yeah.
But that'd be like my go-to if that was on the menu. I'd get it every time.
Looks good.
That's ridiculous.
Oh my god.
Okay. I know why that's so good. Scampi, whenever you have this in the UK, you bite into it, there's almost no shrimp texture.
Nuh-uh.
That, there's the distinct texture of a perfectly cooked shrimp inside.
Yeah, but they've also done something revolutionary that we'd never thought to do.
What's that?
They spice the batter.
Yeah, there's actual flavour in the batter.
There's actual flavour in the batter. Imagine it.
These are so good. Yeah, Luke's
You've gone home.
Luke's done.
This is Luke's favourite food.
No.
And we just ruined it.
Job is ruining my favourite food.
Bit of catfish. Look how chunky that fish is. Wow. You can see how juicy that is.
That looks
What are the
fish,
odds
catfish,
that
yeah.
New Orleans
Never
does better
tried
fish and chips than the UK?
Looks quite meaty.
Yeah.
Looks very succulent, doesn't it? You can sort of see it like quite juicy in there.
Wow. You know what? When England says fish and chips is our national dish, it's like we've chosen a profile picture that isn't an accurate representation.
His description is like,
It's really
yes,
good, isn't it?
it is funny.
Of our appearance.
Like a catfish.
That's what I was getting at. That's what I was getting at. It was,
Sorry, I kind of spoiled the
punchline. No, honestly, you helped. It was a tough path to that punchline.
I was like, wait, what?
But we made
What are you
it.
saying? We got that catfish is really damn good.
I understand how Arkisha has been crowned.
Like official colour.
Oh, I missed it. I was going to.
Culinary queen of New Orleans.
She is the queen. Long live the queen. God save their gracious queen. Send her victorious, happy and glorious. So this is only the first meal.
We've set the bar extremely high. Where do we go from here?
I honestly don't know.
There's a lot
No
more
one
to
shared
try.
the itinerary.
There's a lot
with
more.
me.
There's a lot more to try. We've got Louisiana local fast food joints. We've got like southern style breakfast. I really want to have some more biscuits and gravy because since the last time we came to the
Biscuits
south,
and
I'm
gravy.
completely hooked. There's a lot more coming. In the meantime,
Biscuits and gravy. Okay, why am I getting
Yes.
confused here? What are biscuits?
So they call biscuits something that's like a scone, the texture of a scone. So
I
if you
can't
think-
imagine a scone with gravy though.
Yeah, but it's not. Did you see that gravy? It doesn't. You think of our gravy,
Yeah, I'm
but
thinking
that was
about-
very like I don't know what's got in it, but it's like very creamy and it's got
Okay.
some like chunks of meat perhaps in it
Yeah.
and other goodness.
Okay, let them finish, then we'll.
Yeah.
meantime,
We'll see you jolly soon.
see you later, guys.
Okay, well that was quick.
They
So,
were done.
Jolly Food on Louisiana Southern Comfort Food. It looks
Amazing.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
And I feel like that was just a very small snippet because there was only.
It was just
a
one
little-
meal,
that was
one
just
little
literally-
trial they
oh my
had.
God,
Yeah.
It looks amazing. I'm already sold. The gumbo looks like.
You just want to drink it.
I just literally want to drink that. Like exactly like he did, man. That's
It's like he heard you.
that is. I don't even have to explain it. It's amazing.
It's just like really comforting, sort of
And I can
homemade.
especially if it's cold. Can you imagine if it's cold and you've got that and it's steaming? Oh,
And the type of food feels like what your mum would cook at home and you would have
That is
growing
very
up.
true, actually. Yeah.
And
Or grandma.
that, I think that's why it's so like comforting and
Yeah,
you just
no, it looks amazing.
feel
Those battered shrimps with the revolutionary spiced or herbed, you know, like,
batter.
batter.
Yeah.
Actually, to be fair though, they're not wrong. Like when we get batter here, especially at like, you know, the local fish and chips, it's so
Doesn't
bland.
taste like much. Yeah.
And to be fair, I mean, you know, every fish and chips has their own way of doing it, but it is very greasy, isn't it? Like you almost need to dry it out before you eat it down.
Dry.
But I mean, don't get me wrong, it's good. You know, it's our thing, I guess. I'm not a massive fan. For me, with fish and chips, it's nice. I like the luxury of it, but after a while, it gets a bit samey.
Yeah, it's a treat. We don't have it very often. We have to fancy
It's not
it.
it's not our go-to fast food, is it really? But yeah, getting back onto that catfish though.
That looked really nice.
I've never tried catfish. Have you?
I haven't had catfish. No, it looked like a nice.
I would definitely give that a go, especially in the batter as well, because I'm guessing that's the nice batter that's got some flavour in it as well, and it probably complements the fish. What else did we have? We had
the jambalaya.
Jambalaya,
Jambalaya.
I would say jambalaya. I think it's Jumb.
Okay.
But to me, that looks very paella-y. Maybe I might be completely wrong here, so I don't want to offend anyone. But maybe that's like the American take on paella. Maybe it's got some, I don't know.
Maybe.
Well, it could be a completely different dish. I'm not sure. Obviously, had herbs and spices in there. That could just be because everything there had well-seasoned food. What else was there?
There was a fried chicken, obviously.
The fried chicken was good, yeah. Fried chicken is just fried chicken.
We love fried chicken.
It?
Even bad fried chicken, you can't sometimes go wrong there. You're like, oh, this is not very good, but I still enjoyed it. So I can only imagine what, an amazing fried chicken.
It's just very simple but effective, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like the batter, the coating.
And again, the flavour of the batter matters. And
Imagine
how
that said,
do
though,
it.
we had a bad fried chicken. Didn't
We did,
because we had a chicken shop open recently around the corner, and we was like, "Oh, wicked! We've finally got one just around the corner." So like, rather than having to go out in the car and pick it up, we can literally walk there. And oh man, it was such a disappointment. Like it was awful. Everything tasted the same. The batter didn't even adhere to like the chicken, did it? It just kind of crisped and fell off, and it was oh man, what a disappointment.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So you can have bad fried chicken.
You can have bad fried chicken. And the pork steak looked nice as well.
Yes.
With the,
that looked really with the oyster sauce on top.
Yeah, a bit of a complete meal, but a bit of almost surf and turf, I suppose.
I guess because
you've got like the oyster fishy variation with the pork. Obviously, normally it's steak and like shrimp, isn't it? I think, or lobster. But yeah, fantastic.
Everything looked really good, and you can see how and imagine what the flavors are like based on obviously their reactions and what you imagine.
Yeah, it completely shows in their face. They're so transparent. They're like, wow. Or, like
sometimes it's like I don't even know how to feel about this. It's like, where do I put it? How?
No, they're really well made videos actually, and I definitely think we'll look at some
more
others
videos,
because especially maybe even just on Southern comfort food still because like we've seen a bit, but it would be nice to see more of the dishes. Different options because there was some breakfasts that looked interesting and
some fast food and I think some desserts that we can look into and obviously
I did notice as well when we were scrolling through it they also have a Texan barbecue section and I know we've covered the Texas barbecue in a previous video but
we didn't look into just
that one
barbecue.
was like an AI generated so it'd be nice to see like what a real person actually experiences when they're going through it so I think we might have to have a look at that video as well. But yeah, I think that somewhat concludes this video, doesn't it? So thanks for watching, guys, and until the next one.
Also, sorry, thank you for recommending Jolly to us.
Yep.
We're gonna check out more of their videos. Absolutely.
Definitely. Until next one, guys.
Bye.